Hello everybody, Mike's Ultimatum again. I am going to be doing the blue now. The blue Return to Ravnica spoiler and my review of it. First of all, the Aqua Steed. It's overcosted, so there. Bluster Squall. It tries too hard to be Twiddle. I wish they just twiddle. The Overload makes it playable, because for 4 you can tap all creatures that you don't control, swing in for the win. So, it can be used. It just, I don't think it's good as Sleep. Cancel. Been printed 100 times, but I think this time it has been printed with better art. I like it. Chronic Flooding. Chronic Flooding, it's going to be pretty cool and interesting in mill, but they can avoid it really easily, so I don't know. Conjured Currency, whatever. Crosstown Courier, whenever deals combat damage to a player, that player puts that many cards on top, and they mill that many cards. It's a 2-1 for 2, so not bad. Cyclonic Rift. You can turn an online permanent you don't control to its owner's hand for 2, which makes it sort of a boomerang. I like it. But Overload for 7. If you can get to 7 mana, you can return all their non-land permanents and win. Dispel, counter target instant spell for 1 blue. I really like this card. It's great. Doorkeeper. I love the art on this. It reminds me of Monsters, Inc., if any of you remember that movie. 0-4 for 2, Defender, and pay a blue and 2 other to mill X, where X is the number of creatures with Defender you control. So a wall mill deck, perhaps? I don't know. Downsize. 1 cost to give the creature -4/-0, or Overload for 3. 3 seems to be a pretty good overload cost, so it's okay. Fairy Imposter. Worth mentioning too, this is going to be kind of a fog for that mill deck. Fairy Imposter. When it enters the battlefield, sack it unless you control another creature you control to its owner's hand. So I'm going to know people who are going to say Ornithopter, Fairy Imposter, Return Ornithopter, or Memnite. Unfortunately, we don't have any of those in Standard right now, but I can see it working in, like, Modern. Hover Barrier, Defender Flying, 0-6 for 3. I like it. I like walls, I just kind of do. Inaction Junction, 2 for detain a creature and draw a card. It's not great, it's not bad. Inspiration, draw 2 cards for 4. That's ridiculous, it's terrible. Asperia's Skywatch. It's a 3-3 for 6. And even though it detains, it's still not good. Jace, Architect of Thought. I don't think he's as good as the other Jaces. I mean, obviously, he's really not. I don't see him keeping his current price, so if you're going to buy him, wait. Because I don't see him as good. Mizzium's Skin. Target creature you control gets 0-1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. You can overload it for 2. So for 2 mana at instant speed, you give every creature you control hexproof and an extra defense. That's pretty great. Paralyzing Grasp. It's an enchantment that makes a creature not untap. That's pretty good. It's better than something like Pacifism because they can't use their activated abilities. I see Paralyzing Grasp as the blue version of Arrest. Psychic Spiral. Shuffle all cards from your graveyard into your library, and your opponent mills that many cards. It's a finisher for mill decks. I like it. If you're casting a lot of spells to mill, it's going to be useful. Rune Wing. When it dies, draw a card, a 2-2 for 4. It's limited playable, I guess, but not much more. Search the City. When it enters the battlefield, exile the top 5 of your cards. Whenever you play a card with the same name as one of the exiled cards, you put that exiled card into your hand. If there are no cards exiled with Search the City, in other words, after you've used all 5 of those up, you sacrifice it and take another turn. So if you're running a lot of 4-ofs, that seems like a really interesting card. I would put it as a 2-of in a mill deck, because I could see mill going somewhere with this as just kind of a fun deck, not competitive, but in the fun deck, put 2 of those in there, they'll be fun. Flash Flying 3/4 for 6 Skyline Predator. It's not great. It's overcosted by a little bit. It's no Angel, a Restoration Angel, you know. Soulsworn Spirit, unblockable, and detain a creature when it comes into play, but it costs 4. So Soulsworn Spirit is a no. Sphinx of the Chimes it's interesting if you have 2 non-land cards you don't need. Discard them, draw 4 cards. Pretty good. It's a 5/6 for 6 with flying 2, so it's alright. I mean, it's kind of hard to get 2 non-land cards in your hand at the same time that you don't need, especially in blue, but maybe if you get 2 mana leaks late game, you know. Stealer of Secrets. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw cards. It's a 2/2 for 3. So it's good. I like it. It's a Merfolk Looter. Oh no, not Merfolk Looter. The other Merfolk, I can't remember. Only instead of a 1/3, it's a 2/2. So pretty cool. Syncopate is just not good. I really appreciate the artwork on this. It's way different than what Magic usually does. So, but still not good. Tower Drake, 2/1 for 3 with flying. For a white, it gets 0/1 till end of turn. It's worth playing if you play blue-white limited, but it's not great still. And Void Walker, or Void Wielder. When Void Wielder enters the battlefield, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. 1/4 for 5. Just overcosted, not that good. So, that's it for blue, and I will see you next with the black edition. Black. No racial. Yeah, whatever.